Hi girls. So we are now on Wednesday's lesson and we are going to be focusing on page 11 and page 12 of your worksheet notes, right? And for this particular lesson, I am going to be doing step by step page 11, example number 1. And we're going to be focusing on curve 1. This is a good note that there is written. Do not forget to draw the dotted lines. Now, just to let you know, I cannot draw dotted lines using my software. I would need to pay extra for the pro version. I mean, I already pay something for this particular version, but I cannot, if I go on lines, the style is always bold. I cannot do dotted, but what I will try to do for you, I'll try to do the dotted lines using the pen, but just to let you, I'm going to point it out just to let you know that you have it written down in your box over here to draw the dotted lines. Now I will be referring to which dotted lines I am meaning. Mela, like I told you, so for this particular video lesson, I am going to be working example 1, page 11, and then for your homework, you'll have example 2. So just follow whatever I'm doing on the over here. I was going to tell you on the board, but like on the screen. Mela, okay, so we are going to be focusing on curve 1. So please have in front of you curve 1. Okay, now I have to stay changing the tabs. I'm really sorry if sometimes it gets like a bit overwhelming and the screens are like changing all the time. But anyway, so curve 1, all right, in front of you, and let's start. Mela, find x when y equals 3. Now, when he's telling you when y equals 3, you know from our revision lessons, I think it was the first revision lesson, y equals whatever number is a line. And you have to draw, if it's a line, you have to draw a line that is cutting through the y value. So over here, y equals 2. We're cutting through the value 2 of your y axis. So if I have to go to page 11, again, 9, 10, 11, Mela, find x when y equals 3. And we have to use our graph. This is important, using your graph. All right, and this is something I would write down over here, that we are finding the answers. Mela, wait. I don't want it to be so big. Mela, we are finding, Mela, you should write a note over here. We are finding, I need it smaller. Mela, and I'll write over here. We are finding the values using the graph, using our plotted graph. So this is important because we can do it just by using the equations, but for this particular lesson, we have to use the graph to allow us to find the value of x when y equals 3 using the graph. Mela, let's go onto our graph. Curve 1 in front of us, y equals 3. The y axis is here. The value 3 is over here. All right. So that means, and I have to draw it bold because I'm drawing a line. My line is going to go through here. Like this, y equals 3. And I need to also write down the equation near it. Everything in pencil, guys. Y, let me do this bigger. Okay, like this. Let me go back. Hi, my girls. Mela, y equals 3 again. Text, insert, I'm going to increase it. Increase it. I think I did the line. So I have to remember y equals 3. All right, it's next to it. Let me press enter so that I do it even closer. Good. So I need to find the value of x. When y equals 3, using our graph, and our graph is this one, is this curve. Where are they intersecting each other? And they are intersecting. Where is my line y equals 3 and my graph intersecting each other? And they are intersecting each other over here. So that means using your ruler, you need to draw a dotted line downwards. Why? Because I need to read the value down. So I'm trying my best to make it as dotted as possible. So your value is going to be 1.9. So the value of your x is x equals, so maybe it's 1.8. Please check for me, girls. But as closely as I did, it is supposed to be, as accurately as I did, the x value equals 1.9. Mela, find the value of y when x equals 1.5. Mela, let me go back. Mela, we need to find our x value. Mela, let me get this. I need to make this smaller. 1.5. Let me just make sure. Girls, 1.5. And I can have the handout in front of me, so I don't have to stay going. Mela, b, when x equals 1.5. It's a 1.5 is over here. I made a mistake, girls. I'm really sorry. So it's not 1.9 because the 2 is here. Let me increase it a bit. All right. Let me remove this. Let me go back here. I did the dotted line here. Ash 1.5 and then is somewhere here. This over here is 1.5. This is 1.6. Over here, girls, please arrange it for me. And it's 1.6. This insert over here, 1.6. And I'll tell you why. Because indeed we need to count what does each box mean. And if I'm taking it every 3 centimeters, so we can see like half, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then it comes correct for us. Good. Is 1.5 is here. Now I'm going to draw a line, so the other one's 1.6, so good. And now I'm going to decrease the width. Good. And I'm here again. So over here. So and I'm going to decrease. My line is going to be over here. Okay. This is x equals, and let me continue it. Now obviously you will have a ruler in front of you guys, so I'm trying my best to do it as accurately as possible. Now if I increase, where are they both intersecting each other? And they're intersecting each other over here, the curve and the line x equals 1.5. Okay, so and I need to find the y, so that means I need to read the value on my y-axis, and I have to go through 1 over here. So my dashed line is somewhere over here, and I have from 2 to 3, 2.2, 2.4, 2.6. So I go to my notes and I write down over here, insert y equals 2.6. So what I need to do now over here, because I didn't do it yet, I'm going to write down the equation x equals 1.5. All right, guys, because we have to. The line is bold, but for me to read the value of y or of x, I need to do them dashed. Good. Next. Now we need to find the point of intersection between the line and the curve, the point of intersection now it's asking me for. So where do they, at what point do they intersect each other? So let me figure out where y equals 0 is. And again, I need to get my pencil and my ruler in front of me, and I am going to do a bold line. Mela, my y equals 0, so where is the 0 of the y-axis? It's over here at this point. So I need to pass a line through it. So my y equals 0 is there. Mela, I insert, I write it down. My y equals 0. So where are they intersecting each other? And I'm going to do it with in a colored biro, girls. They are intersecting each other over here. All right. So what is the point of intersection over there? Over there, the point of intersection, Mela, it's going through the one of the x-axis and it's in line with the 0 of the y-axis. So my answer over here is 1, 0. 1, 0. And the point of intersection between the line x equals 3 and the curve, Mela, I need to draw the line x equals 3 and I need to see where the line x equals 3 and my given curve intersect each other. Mela, I go back, I get my line, my pencil and my ruler, all right. X equals 3. Mela, where is the 3 of the x? It's here. Mela, my line must pass through it. And I can do it exactly like that. Mela. And so my curve and my line are crossing each other over here, because if I continue to go something like this, so they are intersecting at this point, which is 3, 14. All right, so if I have to draw the dashed line with the y-axis, it is in line with the 14 and it's going down with the 3. So my final answer is 3, 14. Dash x, y. 3, 14. Brilliant. Issa now I need to draw, Mela, I need to find the point of intersection between the line y equals x plus 2 and the curve. Now, in the previous examples that we've done of drawing lines, you were always given from -4 to 4, from -2 to 2. You were always told what x values to take. Now, in these particular questions in the maths, they don't tend to tell you what x values, but the majority of times it's the probability is that your x values will definitely be, sorry guys, I just switched it off. Your x values will definitely be, your line will definitely pass through. Your line will definitely pass through these particular x values, which are -1, 0, and 1. So you guys draw your table this way, all right? Issa, another thing, what else do I need to tell you? No, and it is definitely y equals, and it's in that format. So my x value is this, my y value, I need to find it. Now I need to know what two terms I need to put between them. So let me draw the line. So I have a line here and a line here between them. All right, a bit thick, but anyway, it doesn't matter for now. So at the end of the world. Now let me continue writing. So it's telling me, my equation is telling me that for me to get the value of y, I need to get the x value and I need to plus it by 2. So that means here I'm going to have x again, and here I'm going to have plus 2. Plus 2. Mela, that means again plus 2 here, plus 2 here, and plus 2 here. And on top, Mela, x value, Mela, I rewrite the x value again, -1, 0, 1. There's nothing for me to do. Now, my y value, I get these two values and I just minus and plus them together. So minus 1 plus 2 or 2 minus 1 is plus 1. Plus 2 or 2 and 1 plus 2 is 3. And what I like doing underneath, guys, I like writing the coordinates. Mela, the first coordinate is minus 1, comma 1. The second coordinate is 0, comma 2. And the third coordinate is 1, comma 3. All right, guys. Mela, let me write them down over here and we'll plot them on our graph. Minus 1, comma 1, 0, comma 2, and 1, comma 3. Brilliant. All right. So whenever it doesn't tell you to take what x values to take, in Tom, you always take these x values, minus 1, 0, 1, and you will always get it right. So don't worry about it, guys. Mela, minus 1, 0, and 1, because you can always continue drawing it straight. Good. Issa, Mela, I have it here, and I'm going to do it in a different color so we don't say getting confused. Let me do it in a nice blue. Mela, the first coordinate is minus 1, comma 1. Mela, I'm on the minus 1 and 1. Mela, I plot it here. This is the first coordinate as neatly as I can. 0, comma 2 is here. And the third one is 1, comma 3. Now look at this, 1, comma 3. If I have to draw a straight line through these coordinates, let me get this. And I'm going to do it in the same color blue. And if I have to draw a straight line passing through these coordinates, and let me lower it down, let me like decrease the size, the width, it will be something like this. So this is me exactly drawing it, all right, passing through the coordinates. And the question tells me point of intersection between this particular line and the curve. But is this line passing through the curve? No, it's not. So, but you know that a straight line continues going at whatever direction it has been given. So what do? You get this line and you just increase it. You just lengthen it in the same direction using your ruler in line with these three coordinates. So now where they are intersecting, now I can continue with this color, where they are intersecting is over here, 1, 2, and I need to know the point over here as much as possible, as neatly as possible, and the coordinate over here. This was 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. Mela, comma 4. So my point of intersection is 1.7, comma 4. If you did it 1.8, it's also correct, right, guys? Mela, 1.7, comma 4. Good. All right, guys, and that is today's lesson. Not long at all. All right, and I think it should be fine with all of you. Please send us your feedback, especially my students. I wrote you a message on Microsoft Teams. I expect you to reply to my message, please. It's really important for me to get your feedback. And if you have already sent me your feedback, there's no need to tell me again. All right, I would have replied and told you thank you. Mela, for your homework, guys, you've got example 2 to do over here, and you have to do it on your curve 2. So please get out your curve 2. You should have labeled it like we told you to do in the previous when we asked you to draw it over here. Get out your curve 2 and follow the instructions. And even over here, guys, I forgot to do it for you. Let me do it really quickly. I should label this line y equals x plus 2. Brilliant. All right, guys. Mela, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.